If, like me, you've been wondering for a few years now when Secret's Baby Beach Aruba would finally open, well, it's here, and I have this scoop. Hello, everyone, it's Vanessa, and welcome back to my channel. And today I have a resort opening and review that I've been waiting so long for, because while Aruba is a wonderful island in so many ways and my personal favorite vacation spot, the one area that it's unfortunately very weak in is actually resorts, especially all-inclusives. Honestly, with the exceptions of Bikuti and Tara and the Manchibo, for such a wonderful vacation destination, many of their properties leave a lot to be desired. So I've had my fingers crossed for this property finally being the great all-inclusive resort that Aruba desperately needs. You can find more of my thoughts and travel tips on my Passport Pages travel Instagram, and let's jump in and find out if this property lives up to its promise. So let's begin with its location, which is also at the center of the controversy and delay in its opening. As its name suggests, it's located near Baby Beach and not the usual Palm or Eagle Beach resort locations. They're like 40 minutes away, and unfortunately, there's more. It doesn't sit directly on the beach, which is a crime in Aruba, which has the best in my opinion, but there is a pathway from the property, and the beach is a 5-minute walk, and there is talk that they will be offering shuttles at some point, but either way, it's not a beachfront property. And my 2 cents, since you're nowhere near the fun, activity, and excitement of Arendestad or gorgeous Eagle Beach, I'd suggest a split stay. Otherwise, you're not getting a feel for the island and the real Aruba experience at all. Now, Baby Beach is very lovely, a lot of natural beauty, which has been mostly left alone until now, hence the controversy and permitting issues when the property was being constructed. So all of that to say, since the area is so underdeveloped, you'll feel very isolated, which is why I suggest a split stay. But at least if you're going to go through all the hassle, put it on an actual beach. I know the island didn't allow it, but pick one of the other two then. I honestly don't get Hilton's thought process here. I feel like the location has all of the negatives and none of the positives, which is unfortunate. But now let's switch to some positives, which include their 304 rooms, which are all suites with options for pool view, poolside terrace, and swim out options, which have either a private soaking tub or plunge pool. Every suite option comes with furnished balcony or terrace, mini bars stocked with water, soda, and beer, which gets stocked every day, 24-hour room service, concierge service, Wi-Fi, and bathrobes and slippers as well. And another positive I want to point out is these small details that make a difference. The bathroom has a door, and the commode has an additional door for privacy, so kudos to them for that. Too many resorts these days don't enclose the bathrooms. Also, a lot of room to lay suitcases with shelf space and storage, so that's a nice touch as well. And as far as the style, they went for a very spa-like and tranquil vibe inspired by the natural area of Baby Beach with a lot of sandy shades and open air style. I actually like it a lot. I think this was a room style that was sorely lacking in the Aruba properties, and this fills a much needed void. But of course, everyone's taste is different. If you're looking for more of a Caribbean, tropical, I feel like I'm on vacation style with authentic local touches, you may be disappointed. But there's no denying that the rooms are beautiful and feel luxurious with plenty of space, and overall, I'd say some of the nicest on the island. Now let's talk beach, pools, and activities. So as I said before, if you head down their path, it's a 3 to 5 minute walk to the beach. They will have some loungers set up for resort guests. Not many, just a handful, but there are some. And you can also request that they set some additional ones up for you as needed. And as of the date of this video, you can order beachside service for water and soda, but no alcohol service. We'll see if that changes. So honestly, not really a hangout beach to relax and lounge for the day, but if you'd like to take a walk down and see what it's like, it's nice to walk and explore a bit. Not too much in the way of entertainment, although they do offer bike tours, cocktail and cooking classes, and dance lessons during the day. They have their spa as well, like all Secrets properties, and then their sports club turned into a small dance club at night. But where the property excels is with their pools. They have a main infinity pool, which overlooks Baby Beach, surrounded by very nice Bali beds, which can be reserved for an additional fee, of course, and all the other regular loungers are first come, first serve. But really great views from the entire pool, and it does have a swim-up bar as well. And also, like all Secrets properties, if you're in a preferred club level room, you have your own pool and bar, and there's a third option, Oasis Pool, which is like several mini pools which you can actually rent for an extra fee, and they come with their own shaded lounger and in-pool loungers, and great views there as well, so a very unique option. And lastly, there's another pool toward the back of the resort which is surprisingly big, with several entry points and a bar there as well. So overall, while lacking in the activity department, especially compared to properties on Palm Beach and even Eagle Beach, I think they make up for it with pool variety and especially quality. Now let's talk dining. A lot of variety with 4 a la carte options, including Italian and hibachi, South American fusion, a beachfront grill, plus a great breakfast buffet, and all of them are very stylish and are typical Secrets fare, and maybe best of all, none of them need reservations except for sitting right at the hibachi bar, since there's limited seating, and you can reserve that right at the front desk or concierge. Would I say that this is the best all-inclusive dining or anything that stands out from other Secrets resort locations? No. However, it's certainly good enough, and I'd say an overall positive when staying here. So now to my overall verdict about this resort, and is it worth the $800 to $1,000 a night to stay here? As many of you know, I had high hopes for this place, as Aruba is my favorite vacation spot, and the island is seriously lacking in the all-inclusive department. And quite frankly, based on the less than ideal location, lack of direct beach access, and the very high nightly rates, let's be honest, a starting rate of $800 is high even for a Secrets property. I'd say the value just isn't there based on what they're charging. However, if you can book with points, then I'd consider it. This is an award category D property, so World of Hyatt members can book junior suites with garden views starting at 25,000 points during off-peak season and 35,000 points during peak times like spring break and the holidays. Of course, point pricing goes up with higher room categories like pool view, poolside, and swim out options. So I'd say it's a conditional yes. If you can book with points, I'd consider it. But cash rates are just a bit too high currently for the experience, and fingers crossed that they'll come down sometime soon. So I hope these honest reviews, especially for new all-inclusive resorts, help you all with your vacation planning. Let me know if there are any new resort openings happening. We're not traveling as much as we used to due to the economy, but I'll try my best. And for more reviews, tips, and a peek into our travels, be sure to check out my Passport Pages travel Instagram, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.